Hello guys, and welcome to another video of Road to 550. This was a back-to-back squat session, and the first session went pretty average, as I would describe it. But then it was followed up with a fantastic session. This is same old kind of stuff that I do. No improvements, nothing. Which I kind of expect to improve very, very slowly. Considering that previously I hadn't hit depth, and now that I am hitting depth, it's going to be a lot harder to hit the weights that I was once hitting. But the second session, I must say, was I'm very, very pleased with it. Considering this was very frustrating because I put my camera down in a corner where there's so many spaces. They've upgraded this gym, so there's so many spaces to work out. This guy's doing lunges in front of my camera, and it's kind of like, do you mind? And then this guy's just, they're talking here. He's got his leg here in front of my lens, doesn't give a shit, and I have to move it. And as you could see, it's like, look, why didn't that guy, there's 3 allocated empty spots, why didn't he just use those? I don't understand. But anyway, I was quite annoyed, kind of dampened my mood. But regardless, I'm always trying to get in a good session, and I'm always laser focused on the task at hand. I try to squeeze every single bit that I can out of these workouts to improve. And I'm constantly thinking that there is no plan when I go to the gym, so it's always just off the top of my head on the day. And I'm not a social person at the gym because, well, I'm not really a social person, but especially at the gym, because I'm really, really trying to focus on improving my lifts. And let's see this 120 here. Very, very comfortable, I must admit. That was a good lift, and it was to depth. But like I said, this session wasn't a golden session. The session after this was phenomenal, and I feel like it was because I clicked my back or something. It's like my hips realigned. Something happened in my posture, and I just had an insane session. It felt like I could go low properly to where it isn't sort of... I always felt hard done by. Even there, I felt like I went really low, but it doesn't show up as low. And I was thinking, how? How could I go lower than that? If it would feel to me as if it's, hitting my arse on the ground. That's how low I feel like I'm going. But then finally, the second session, that was to parallel, that's not to depth. The second session, I clicked my back at night or something, and it just, something happened to me, and it made me hit depth much easier. But you're gonna see this as a 125 for, I don't know how many reps here, but 5 reps. It's a good weight to hit for 5. However, one could argue that I'm not hitting depth in every single rep. But still, regardless, it is good. But moving forward, I want to make sure all my reps are to depth. There, I just don't think it's I can't explain it. It's not my lower leg is going way too forward, and that doesn't help with making my hips go lower than my knees. It's too forward, and there's something wrong with my anatomy. So hopefully, you'll see the second session, you'll see an improvement in my depth, and hopefully, even though I didn't feel like I was going much lower, hopefully that stays and that habit sticks with my body, going that low and hitting depth. And these were, I guess, a deadlift accessory. I forgot what it's called, but I noticed that when I was deadlifting, my upper back wasn't being fully engaged due to my perfect form, which the form people got into my head and made me think I need to completely straighten my back. I watched new videos and I realized you can actually curve your upper back, and it helps some people get like maximum sort of strength in their lifts, and for them to pull with, in a more efficient way to put more weights on the bar. And some powerlifters do that. And I realized, I don't have really like a naturally straight back, and I've had to develop that because of these people. That I was just always worried about people looking at my back and thinking, oh, he's got a curved, hunched back. So now I'm going to change my form where I round my upper back. And this was actually me going for a 205 kilo PB. And you're going to see here, always nervous before I lift. Come on. Yeah. Got it halfway, no problem. Got it off the floor, no problem. But halfway it seemed as if the strength is not there. And that's to do with my back, because the upper portion of the lift is essentially your back pulling the bar up. And that is literally because I've been retracting my shoulders really back and just having this perfect form, which has not allowed me to, use my lat muscles, my upper back muscles to the way I want it to like produce as much power as I can, basically. But anyway, we're definitely gonna improve in the deadlift soon, because I aim to get like 220 by the end of the year. But these, as you could see, this was the second squat session, and this is what I mean, where I clicked my back, and all of a sudden hitting depth was absolutely no issue for me whatsoever. It came like naturally to me, this session. Like, look how low I'm going. And I felt stronger in my legs as well. Not necessarily felt stronger in my back, but I felt stronger in my legs for sure. Which I'm really excited to see how I progress in squats, because I feel like, I feel like I'm very low. It's a very weak lift of mine, to do 130 in my previous competition. Next competition, I want to hit like 180. I don't like the idea of having a really low squat, and I feel like because I neglected legs so much in my lifting, or just going to the gym in general, like I never used to do leg day. It would be like a rare occasion. I feel like I've got a lot of catching up to do when it comes to leg strength and muscle. And I feel like, session by session, I feel like I've got a lot more to give, which is a good sign. But yeah. And this session, I basically, there's a bench press like across the gym right now, the screen that you're looking at. and I hit a 145 kilo PB. The guy ever so slightly touched it when it was like almost past halfway, but I assure you, and I could tell you that I knew I had it. It's one of those things where it's like, you just know. It's like a sticking point. If you either don't get it past it, and then you know you're going to fail the lift, like your brain tells you you're going to fail the lift, or you just know you're going to sort of get over that. And that's, he helped me, but I don't think he saw that the bar was still going up, which is a mistake, and I don't blame him, but yeah, I do feel like if he wasn't there, I would have got it up. But, just feeling so good in these squats. Let's see how this goes. This is 140. Let's see how low I go here. Which this is definitely like when charges are eye level, there's no way they can... Look at that. There's no way you could say my hip's not lower than my knee crease. Like, that's 100% a good lift. And I just got to keep hitting depth like that every single session. I don't want to be someone who trains to parallel, because I feel like it's a bit of a... I don't know, I just feel like you're cheating a bit. As, what's the word? Coming from me, who didn't even hit depth for like months. But the more I learn the squat, the more I want to just always train to depth. It just doesn't feel right when you go to parallel. It feels like you're not really doing anything. But hitting depth just feels really good. And yeah, squats are definitely growing on me, for sure. That's 150. Like, it's quite fast, you know, like I'm sure I could do 170 very soon. Yeah, I was quite surprised, as you can see by my reaction there. But yeah, in competition, you know, and like I don't know when my next competition is, but I feel like next year, for sure I'll get 170, the way these are going. If I entered the competition in 2 months' time, I would probably get 170. That, you can argue, wasn't depth. But this was my first 155 attempt. And I could have gone for 160. But I didn't want to... I don't know, I just didn't want to get too cocky for my own good. I'd rather just like get a good depth hit. And yeah, that's a good one there. Boom. 155 done. And considering, well, I'm not very good with the belt, but they say you increase your max by like 5 to 15% with a belt. So doing this without a belt is, it's impressive for me. It means I've got a tiny bit more in me when I wear the belt. But this is 110 for 5. Very low squats. And the video would end after this. But yeah, just a random sort of workout. Nothing planned or anything. Yeah, I just went by feel, to be honest. I felt like this was the best session for me on the day. Especially after that bench press PB. To do 2 in 1 is kind of difficult. But getting good depth, quality reps. It's only 110, but it's quality reps. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.